All right, yeah, let's do it.
Oh man, it's low key, and I am Mr. Super Facts, joined by the young king Sato Stockman in the building. What's good, brother? I'm gonna pull up.
What's up, Mr. Superfax? Let's
Oh
do
man,
this.
we too high right now. I'm gonna have to pop a bottle or something. Um,
Yeah, man, this is crazy.
let's get it straight out the way. Breaking news: Kawhi Leonard agrees to sign with the team he was supposed to sign with, the Los Angeles Clippers. Man, like I said, I'm gonna pull up your page, Sito, so everybody can check out your content. A lot of great NBA content, man. But let's just get straight to it. And I'm hating on RB to breakthrough right now because before I could even tag up this damn video, RB was already on it. He went live first. I think I'm the second person. I think we're the second people going live on YouTube about this breaking news. Let's get straight to it, man. What's your first reactions of what's going on with Kawhi? And I also heard you mention that Paul George got traded. How you feel about
Yeah. Well, I guess my reaction would be, man, leave it to Kawhi to do the one thing that nobody was expecting. Because at this point, everybody was expecting, okay, it's either Raptors or Lakers,
right?
and maybe there was five. Some people were leaving a 5% chance for Clippers, but I think this makes a lot of sense for Kawhi. And especially now that they got Paul George there, maybe we should get into that too. But apparently, it's just a bunch of draft picks bunch of future draft picks that they traded for Paul George. But yeah, it's
Now, out of the teams, we talking the Lakers and what the Raptors and the Clippers, man. Do you think this is the best team for him as far as his legacy that he should have signed to, and as far as winning?
I think it fits him, and I think that the scrutiny will be a little bit less with the Clippers, although it's still in LA.
Right.
But I think it fits because the Clippers proved that they could make the playoffs, without a star last year, and now they're adding a star because Kawhi. I think going forward, his health is a major concern more than he let on. I think his that thigh issue has continued to bother him, and now going through his career, I was just thinking like, man, maybe Kawhi's almost wants to retire or something. Like he doesn't even want to do a full 5 more years in the NBA.
Or yeah, this is crazy, man. I'm so glad. Like for a minute, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I thought Kawhi was gonna fuck shit up, and for some reason, even though Kawhi doesn't talk that much, I just had a feeling that he was like a stand up dude, and he was a competitor. He was a true competitor, and for a moment, I thought he was gonna sign with the Lakers because it was pretty much a ride to the finals, man. And I'm just so happy
Right.
he signed with the Clippers because he can. I mean, he took the Raptors to the chip, man. Come on, you got Lou. I'm pretty sure they still got Lou Williams over there. They got
Right.
that big ass black dude with the dreads. Like I can't
Montrezl
remember.
Harrell.
Yeah, that dude get busy. Like he proved
Yeah,
himself.
he's tough. He
You
is
know what I
tough.
mean? So I'm
They've
looking
got a good
forward.
team. They got Ivica Zubac. They got him from the Lakers at the trade
Oh,
deadline.
okay, okay.
They've got Shai Gilgeous Alexander, who's a rookie that they actually traded. They had the 14th pick. They traded the 14th pick and a future second round pick for the 13th pick, which was already picked at Gilgeous Alexander. They wanted him
Right.
at 14, but they didn't get him. But they want him so bad that they traded their pick and a future second rounder for him. But
Wow.
yeah, that's who else do they have? They got Beverly back for
Oh
three
yeah,
to
yeah,
four
yeah. Because
million.
he gave up another contract that he could have signed to come back to the Clippers.
Yeah. Yeah, he turned down a bigger contract to stay with the Clips. Like you said, Lou Williams, man. Lou Williams, that's I feel like that could have been your second scorer. You almost didn't even need Paul George, but getting Paul George,
Now,
that's
hold on, wait. You said Paul George got traded to the Clippers?
yeah, Paul George to the Clippers
Oh
too. And from what
man,
I've seen, it was only for draft picks. That's it.
hold up. I gotta look that up. That is crazy. That is crazy. Now, do you feel like
They're
this
just
whole Paul
yeah.
George maybe being included, that's why it took so long for Kawhi to make a decision?
Oh, I hadn't considered that, but that's probably a big reason why, because there were rumblings that Kawhi didn't want to sign sign with the Clippers unless they had a second star to go with him. And then
Wow.
now that is fitting in with the narrative.
Yo, Westbrook is salty right now, man.
Yeah.
He is on suicide alert. And it says Clippers trade for Paul George after Kawhi Leonard agrees to deal. So yeah, that could have been, because I'm sitting here trying to figure out, why is it taking this grown ass man so long to figure out what team he want to play with? It's either the Raptors really or the Clippers. I mean, no, like I said, I never looked at Kawhi as somebody who just wanted an easy ride to a chip. He seems like a gamer, competitor, and the thing I love about Kawhi is he does not need LeBron for nothing. He's already won 2 chips, 2 Finals MVPs without LeBron. He's the player in the NBA that the media cannot spin the narrative as far as he needs LeBron. And that's what I love about Kawhi, man.
And that's why I would have been okay with him going to the Lakers, actually, because I'm a Laker fan, but it's been really hard, in the last well, especially the last year.
Right. Wow. So like you said, it says Kawhi Leonard won't be the only superstar on the Los Angeles Clippers next season. In addition to agreeing to a deal with Leonard, the Clippers will add OKC Thunder forward Paul George for a large amount of draft picks. That is
Wow.
crazy.
Still undisclosed what the draft picks are too. This is like
Right.
all in the middle of the night. It's like
Well,
the
let's
media is not
see.
going to be able to touch it.
Your man, Woj, this dude is going in. I know this dude don't sleep, bro. And
Oh, there it is.
triple salute Jamel Collins on the check-in. But he says the Clippers are sending the Thunder 4 unprotected first-round picks, 1 protected first-round pick, and 2 pick swaps. League sources tell ESPN.
Ooh.
Those picks go to OKC with Gallinari and SGA. I don't know who that is.
Oh, wow. SGA is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That was
Okay.
that draft pick that they I thought that guy was good, but he is a rookie.
Now Gallinari was on the Clippers, right?
Yeah, Gallinari, he was on New York. He was on the Knicks for a while, and then
Right.
he got traded to Denver. He's a good shooter, but with Kawhi, he'd be redundant.
Right. But they're sending Gallinari to OKC. I think that's what they're saying.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Those two were big pieces with last year. SGA Shai Gilgeous was the starting point guard, I think.
Right.
All through the playoff series.
Now it's saying that George finished third in NBA MVP voting. Oh shit, he finished third after averaging 28 points, 8.2 rebounds, 4.1 assists, and 2.2 steals per game. It said George should combine with Leonard and point guard Pat Beverly to form a simply terrifying defense under Doc Rivers coaching. Listen, I think that's a great topic for us to have, man. We're going to see if Doc Rivers is really he live up to the hype that he is, and the respect people give him as a coach, man. I think the Clippers should win the chip next year, man. If you
They've got to be the favorites.
Yeah, if you look at their team right now, man, and then how Kawhi just led that team he had. Oh my God, come on, man. Paul George, Lou Williams. Then you got role players. Come on, man.
You've got real role players that are
role players.
Gamers. Like,
oh man,
this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, and YouTube is definitely hating, man. It should be 100 people in this chat right now. I don't know what's going on. YouTube is hating, and RB the breakthrough. Fuck you, man. I was supposed to be the first one on this, but man, this
RB was like, "Oh, I've been waiting for this."
Yeah, dude was probably foaming at the fucking mouth, man.
Yeah.
God damn. But
so was I. I was.
No, you already know LeBron James is fucking. He's smashing some shit right now. Hulkamania. Yeah. LeBron James is upset. Okay, Drake voice, man. But I'm happy, man. I really want to see the Lakers versus the Clippers in the WCF, man. That's what I want to see, man.
Woo. Yeah, I don't think the Lakers are gonna make it that far, but that would be a crazy, a true freeway series,
Well, you got people like Stephen A. Smith coming out saying that, the Lakers are gonna. A lot of people feel like the Lakers are gonna win the championship next year without Kawhi. So this is gonna be. I love this shit. I live for this shit. Now we get to see who's the real, who's the best, who's the best of the best. Hopefully nobody gets hurt, because then the excuse is gonna come in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I hope everybody stays healthy, and so we can finally see the best versus the best. We never got to see LeBron versus Kobe. We never got to see LeBron versus Mike. We never got to see LeBron versus fucking Allen Iverson. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Steve Francis would have chewed LeBron up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
taking it way
Stevie
back.
franchise.
You know what I mean?
That guy had game too. Those Rockets teams were good.
You know how many people don't even know who that is? They're like, who is that?
Yeah, I was into it back then. I think he was like the number 2 pick or something back in the 01 or 02, one of those years.
Fire, man. So yeah, what do you have any more, thoughts, opinions on this? We got Icarus in the building. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Kawhi's gonna be a Clipper, and I don't know how
Kawhi's on the way.
I don't know how they finesse Paul George. This is it, man. This is the trade. This is the trade of all trades I've seen in a while, bro.
It just seems like this was LA versus LA going all out to get that second superstar, like you were saying, that maybe this is what was holding it up the whole time, is Kawhi needed confirmation from the Clippers that they were going to get that second star to go along with him. But I feel like, man, Clippers gave up a lot for Paul George, but Paul George is in his prime.
Right. Hey, I think the Clippers were like, yo, the Lakers trying to win now. Shit, we need to try to win now too. Like, I think that's just what they on. And I'm not sure, you could correct me, but I don't know if the Clippers ever won a championship ever.
I don't know. I don't think they have.
Yeah, so it's gonna be, yo, this dude, man. If he wins back-to-back seasons, bringing a world championship to teams that never won ever. Do you give me an honest opinion? Do you think that the mainstream media is going to give him his credit as far as
I
being
think they have to.
Because we seen Kevin Durant, not only was he the best player on the best team in the NBA, he hit that splash from 3 on
Game 3.
called the King, the best player in the world. They still didn't get that man credit. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just think that there's no way that they could deny Kawhi credit. Because with KD, there was always a knock that, he went to the team that beat him. They were already a 73-win team before he went there. What can you say when a guy takes a team that had never won, he wins a championship with them, and then he goes to another team who's never won and just been sorrier than any other team in the NBA?
Oh, man.
The Slippers.
Now your man, this dude is snitching, bro. This dude is snitching all over what's going on in the NBA. He said free agent guard Danny Green will sign a 2-year, $30 million deal with the Lakers.
Wow, so he got big money that's 15 a year. Now the thing with Danny Green, I feel like he wanted to play with Kawhi, but at the same time, Danny Green, I think he's 32 years old now.
Right.
So he wants to get as much as he can get now before he has to retire, and that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and I was listening to ESPN, and that's what they say. They were saying that he wanted the money, so he was going to go opposite of Kawhi, because if he went with Kawhi, he wouldn't have made as much money. So it made sense.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, I don't think Danny Green is clutch like that anyway. I think he disappears when the game matters. I think Danny Green is good during a regular season, but when clutch time, I don't know. I'm just not convinced. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he came up small in the playoffs out of all the 8 guys that they played.
Right.
The Raptors played in the finals. Either him or Powell what was his name? I think it was Alan Powell or something like that.
Right.
Those are the only 2 guys you'd say that would be expendable.
Oh man. Now they're saying that Kawhi, he signed a 4-year, $142 million maximum contract. Okay.
All right.
So we go to see, man, but I mean, yo, I don't even know how to feel. Like, I'm just happy he didn't go to the Lakers, bro, because I don't want to see, like, I want to see people compete, man. I've been complaining for years about there's no more competition anymore. Like, everybody just wants to win together. Like, nah, man, it's different when you win on your own, man. It's a different feeling. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish that KD and Kyrie could have went to the Knicks, and that would have been, oh man, can you imagine like the Knicks versus the Lakers all over again? That kind of being, reignited, but like in the newer generation, man, that would be crazy.
Yeah, like if KD hadn't got hurt and then he could have convinced Kyrie to go to the Knicks instead.
That's a fact.
That would have been that would have been good. And KD, he has that tweet from I think it was 2010 when LeBron went to the Heat and he says like, what happened to going at these people? Like,
Oh,
I want to bring back the competition. And now I think that Kawhi's one championship with the Raptors, even though he's also got another one, with the Spurs from 2014. But that one he got with the Raptors, I think people are going to look back on that one as bigger than the two that KD got with the Warriors, just because of the level of difficulty doing it without another proven superstar.
that's crazy. And they're saying Paul George reportedly requested a trade after Kawhi Leonard pushed to get him to the Clippers.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yo, let's have a real conversation. Why don't nobody want to play with Russell Westbrook?
Hey, you said it right there, man. He's laying brick houses, and he's a hard-headed dude. Like, I don't know. It's like, would Russell have been better in football or something? Like, it's just it just seems like with basketball, he doesn't make the right decisions.
It's like he's so entertaining to watch, but it's just for some reason it does whatever he does on the court. I guess it's not transitioning in the playoffs. It's just not transitioning to wins. Kind of like the James Harden syndrome. He goes out there, he puts up 30 plus points, but it's just not transitioning to wins. I don't know, man. I really don't know.
He is a bit of a stat chaser, There's like Steven Adams saying how he just boxes out and then lets Russell just swoop in and grab the board.
That's crazy though. But you got Kevin Durant leaving him. You got Paul George leaving him.
Oh man, he's never gonna be the same.
You got what was his name? Serge Ibaka winning. Kevin Durant won a chip before Westbrook. Serge Ibaka's winning a chip before Westbrook. Fucking Patrick McCall didn't three-peated out here. Nobody gives a damn, like, on the planet. You know what I mean? So that's crazy. I'm just curious to see. Now we get to see how the media is gonna spin it, man. Because just a couple of weeks ago, the whole ESPN was saying the Lakers are it's a done deal. The Lakers are going to win the championship next year. So now we get to see who recants that statement, who takes that back, or who flip flops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think after seeing Danny Green now taking up, they gave Danny Green $15 million a year. Like, what was Danny Green making last year with the Raptors?
Well, what was he average? What was his numbers last year? I don't even think he was averaging like 10 points. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't even know either, man. I think the Lakers were just so desperate because all these free agent players have already signed that they had to. They're out of options.
Oh man. So shit, what's your prediction for next year, man? Who you got winning the whole thing?
Winning the whole thing. Well, I mean, there was a lot of talk about Philly making it to the finals after they got the players they got, but I don't see them. I don't see them winning it. Obviously, the Raptors are out of the picture now. I think the Clips now just automatically they're going to be the favorites.
That's a fact. They just going back to just their team right now on paper. And then also they have chemistry. You look at the Lakers. I mean, the Lakers only got what 4 or 5 players signed. I mean, come on, man. I'm sorry. You got Jared Dudley, bro.
Oh yeah, Jared Dudley, man. He's gonna be our Jared Dudley. I guess they have all Lakers now. They have all guys who play the same positions.
Right.
It's like Jared Dudley, Kyle Kuzma, LeBron. those are all like sort of small forward, power forward guys. And you got Anthony Davis, who doesn't like to play center on defense, and he plays more like a small forward, power forward, but he's just really tall.
Yeah. And we need to take this opportunity to call out all the motherfuckers on ESPN that just full of shit. Okay,
Yeah,
like
they
Chris
wanted the
Broussard,
Lakers
okay?
so
Hey,
bad.
you see how this reminds me of when Donald Trump was running against Hillary Clinton, and all CNN was saying was Hillary's got this in the bag. It's already done. It's a done deal. This reminds me of
99%
that.
chance.
This reminds me of that. And then you got Chris Broussard and all these analysts coming out saying, oh, he's going to the Lakers. Fucking Shannon Sharp. Oh my God, it's unbearable, man. The way the way they create these narratives and try to almost impact or influence the player themselves to go. You know what I'm saying? And look, they're dead wrong. I think Chris Broussard came out and said it's only the Lakers or the Raptors. Like, I think he came out, he was one of the people that came out and said the Clippers are off the table. And look,
right.
So I can't even take these people seriously, man.
You know the only guy who was saying Kawhi to the Clippers? Skip Bayless.
I don't doubt it. Chris, a lot of people hate on Skip Bayless. They form they form an opinion on him and they just dismiss him. You know what I mean? But Skip Bayless says a lot of shit. Skip Bayless is really, and I really can't deny this. Skip Bayless is out here saying that Kawhi Leonard isn't clutch, and he referred to how many fourth quarters Kawhi just disappeared, and you can't ignore that. You know what I'm saying? So I personally, I don't think Kawhi is clutch, man. I really don't.
Yeah, there was only for clutch moments he had the big shot against Toronto, which I mean, I can agree that was a pretty lucky shot.
Yeah.
Just because it bounced around so much. But even if he misses that, they still go to overtime and they might win. And then let's see in the finals, like about 5 minutes left in game 5, he went off for like 10 straight points, but he had a poor game besides that. And then other than that, he carried them throughout the game, but he wasn't closing the games. But it's such a hard thing to do to close a game.
Right.
Oh, you're scrolling through.
It's just they going in on Twitter. Like these people grown people. These are adults. They're supposed to be asleep, man.
I'm not gonna be here.
They got fucking Magic Johnson. Like he's like, yo, don't do it. Like if Magic was like, don't do that, man. You don't want to do that. Oh man. I love it though. I love it. It's good. Now we can see a competitive year, man. But I think the only thing I could think of is either Kawhi is a diva or he was waiting to see. They was waiting for Paul George to they could just come out together and say they're going to get together. Because that's kind of strange that but we're seeing at the same time Paul George and Kawhi, you know what I'm saying, are going to the Clippers at the same time.
It all got released at exactly the same time. Or actually, maybe the Paul George info was a few minutes later, but it was just in quick succession. So I definitely think you're right. It has to be that this was in the works the whole time.
Right.
And like we said, there were those rumblings that Kawhi wanted a second superstar with the Clippers if he was going to sign there. Yeah. So Kawhi definitely got off-put of the Lakers. Now, like, what do we think was off-putting about the Lakers?
You know, it's just a circus over there, and I think it's just LeBron. I think even though he doesn't speak that much, he's his own leader, man, and he don't want to. If he wins the championship, I think they're not going to give him credit the same way they never gave Ray Allen credit. They never gave Kyrie Irving credit. They never gave Dwayne Wade credit. It's all about LeBron. So even if he wins a chip with LeBron, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to give him the credit he deserves, even if he's the closer or whatever.
Yeah, he'd just be an ancillary piece, like like a pawn. I feel like LeBron sees everything like just like a chessboard where he can just move every all these people are just his pieces that he can pick up and move to wherever he wants, and then they're just supposed to like be cool with that.
Right. And the thing that kills me is these narratives, bro. The fact that the entire media is telling Kevin Durant, in order for us to take your world championship serious, you got to go somewhere else and win by yourself. But these are the same people that turn around and say, oh, LeBron need help. LeBron needs superstars on his team so he can win a world championship, and then we can give him all the credit for it. This is
Yeah,
the
the media would have
same
loved if
people.
Kawhi gone to LA or
Yeah.
if he went to the Lakers. They would
So
have just been the greatest thing ever.
but you feel what I'm saying? Like it's the same narrative, but it's different for two different for people. Like I don't understand. Like that's the definition of hypocrisy. You need like if that's the case, then you should be saying that well, LeBron James needs to win on his own for you know what I'm saying to get the validation. I don't why does LeBron need help and that's okay, but Durant he's not allowed to have help or he can't have you know what I'm saying the help he
Yeah,
had with the Warriors. Like what
media
I
just
don't
doesn't
understand.
like KD.
I really don't get it, man. But shit. I mean, that's pretty much the video, man. I don't you got any more thoughts on this, man? I'm gonna let you go and make. I know you're gonna make your own video about this, but I think this.
Yeah, I probably won't anymore. But I mean, I just I appreciate Kawhi just completely flipping the script on these people and being unpredictable and being his own man. And it's gonna be fun to follow the Clippers this year. That's for sure.
Can you imagine it? Oh my god! Then you know it would have been interesting if Jimmy Butler went to the Lakers, man. Because at this point, it would have been interesting to see that. Because now at this point, man, it's just the LA versus LA. That's it, pretty much. And coming out the East, I don't even know who's gonna come out the East, man. But I don't even think anybody that's coming out the East is gonna win the chip next year. I really don't see it. What do you got,
Yeah, I don't either.
Milwaukee? Or, I don't even know.
Oh yeah, Milwaukee. There, it's probably gonna be Milwaukee. I don't see any team beating them.
Yeah, and then you can't even say the 76ers because they just lost Jimmy Butler. So I honestly don't know who's coming out the East. The East, I mean, god damn, man, the East been trash for so long. It's like I don't even take them serious. I don't even acknowledge them as a conference anymore.
Yeah, it's like the East was just starting to get good again,
Yeah,
where they because it's been even in 99 2000 the West was so much better than the East, and I don't think it's ever shifted ever since then. But with Jimmy and I think Jimmy and LeBron would have clashed pretty quickly.
I feel that way, but at the same time, you know, I felt that LeBron would have clashed with Lance Stevenson, but I don't know, he didn't. Or even he definitely would have clashed with Rondo, and he didn't. So I don't know I don't know if it's because they're kind of past their prime, or you know what I'm saying. But I
Well,
was
with Lance,
expecting that.
yeah, with Lance, I felt like Lance was starting to emerge as the fan favorite and kind of a closer in the fourth quarter, and then for some reason they stopped playing him. And I know Carcino was talking about it, how he thought that LeBron was upset that Lance was outshining him, and so he's somehow got Lance relegated to the bench. Who knows if
Okay.
that's true or not? But um, and then I expected Rondo and LeBron to clash, but they didn't. Yeah, they didn't. They
Oh.
didn't either.
And then the thing that's killing me is what the fuck are they doing with JaVale McGee? You need JaVale McGee. He does all the
Oh,
dirty work. He's the hustle man. I haven't heard that
yeah.
who even signed him back yet.
I saw something about him he had a meeting with the Rockets or something,
Oh man.
and that went really well.
Uh,
Lakers are in trouble. Like
they were so focused on Kawhi. They weren't you could be focused on Kawhi, but you could still put good role players around the team, even if he doesn't come. The way they were prioritizing it just seems completely off. You know what I'm saying? They could have went out and picked up DeMarcus Cousins. They could have picked up, man. I've been screaming this for like 3 years. Jamal Crawford. If the
right.
Warriors had Jamal Crawford last season when Klay Thompson went out, that's 20 points right there.
He's like a Lou Williams type guy. He'll
Exactly.
come off the bench and just instant offense.
Exactly. So I really don't understand what these, like, it's just like, it just seemed like these organizations say, they kind of almost blackball certain players and say, "Oh, we don't even acknowledge them." I'm like, dude, Jamal Crawford is a beast, man. He could at least give you 15 to 20 points off the bench, man. I mean, y'all
Yeah,
need him. Yeah,
they might have to look down to Jamal Crawford
yeah,
because they're and they might have to look at DeMarcus Cousins too because they're who else is out there anymore, you know?
exactly. Exactly. You let JJ Redick go to the damn Pelicans. I mean, if the Pelicans run a system this year, they might be a problem, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the Pelicans close too with them having all those former Lakers.
Yeah. Did you actually see Zion play? I think it was tonight.
Yeah, I watched him play and he was trying out there. He had three. I saw him get three dunks. His shot doesn't look very
Oh,
good to
his
be
shot is
honest.
fucking ugly, man.
Yeah, at the free throw line or the 3-point line, like, I mean, like Julius Randle has a way better shot than Zion does, and Julius Randle's in way better shape than Zion too. It looks like Zion hasn't even been playing, you know?
Right. I mean, the dude just when he shoots, he just beelines the ball to the front of the rim instead of kind of like he doesn't really have an arc, and I don't really see him following through with an arc. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so his shot is gonna be a project, but he'll be good. I think he'll be good.
Yeah, and but the thing that kind of concerned me was when I was watching him, they said he only played the first two quarters, and he bumped knees or something like that with another player. So I'm like, damn, like we only get to see him for two quarters. Like, was it that serious? Or and then a couple plays where he kind of, he caught the ball kind of by the free throw line, and he kind of drove and did a hop step instead of just doing simple fundamental plays like like whether it be a post up or just a jump shot. I mean, he kind of was putting stress on his knees and his legs in a way that you really didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? And when I saw
Yeah,
him do that, I was just like, that's those plays right there where you were exerting energy or on your knees and legs like that. Those are the plays that's gonna fuck around and hurt you, man.
and that adds up over the course of a 82 game season, especially
Exactly.
at his size being so big.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
I just hope somebody talks to him and says, "Bro, if you care about not ended up like Greg Oden and I mean the
mhm,
list just goes on forever." You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
you need to learn how to play within, like find your spots. That's it. Be like Tim Duncan or whoever. Find your spots. Don't do too much. I mean, last time we saw the dude do too much, he didn't came out he ripped the whole sneaker apart.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like find your
Those
spot.
Paul George Nikes.
Yeah. Like I thought they were Kyrie's, but damn, that's even worse. But yeah, find your spot, Zion, man. Don't be doing too much, man. Not for 2 points, man. I'm sorry. Maybe if the game is on the line, but for 2 points just in the second quarter, man, don't kill yourself or your career, man.
Yeah, and
So
it seemed like he was getting bottled up a little bit too when he drove to the basket. Like the guys were defending it pretty well on the Knicks, and I think he got a foul call a couple times. When it's if he didn't get a foul, he wasn't going to get anything.
right. Right. So he has a lot to work on. It kind of pisses me off that it's a lot of hype opposed to like quality around a lot of players that, are first round picks, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, hopefully he works on his game, man, because he has the physicality, man, and he has the talent, bro. So hopefully he actually takes time out to work on his game because basketball could be easy if you actually learn yourself first. You learn how, you learn your spots and you learn how where you belong on the court. You know what I'm saying? And you put your defender in positions where you're strong. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
the defender's job is to put you in a position where you awkward or uncomfortable. So, and then that's when you get hurt when you doing some shit that you uncomfortable or awkward doing. You know what I mean?
right. You got to play to the opponent's weakness.
I don't know. So shit, man. Definitely subscribe to the homie Cito Stockman on YouTube, man. Good brother, man. A lot of basketball content on here, man. And that's what's up, man. Shit, Kawhi is a LA Clipper now, man. Any
Kawhi's
final
on the
thoughts?
way. Oh man, I think we touched on everything. Want to thank you for having me on, man. This is real fun. We got to do it in real time. Beat the mainstream media to it.
Yeah, definitely triple salute to Jamel Collins and Icarus in the chat, man. Everybody on the replay. Definitely look out for our basketball podcast coming soon. It's gonna be a YouTube channel called This Is Not ESPN. Why? Because we don't fuck with as ESPN like that, okay? All right. So definitely look out for that, man, and definitely subscribe to the homie Cito Stockman on on the YouTube, man. So with that, we're gonna catch you on the next one. Definitely hop up in the comment section and let us know who do y'all think is going to win the chip next year. Is ESPN gonna be copping, please, man? Are they gonna be saying, you know what? Can I get my choice back? Can I redo it? So with that, man, we catch you on the next one, man. It's low key, and I am Mr. Super Facts. Peace.